battery's still spiking. Nothing's going out though. It's doing its job. All right, guys, so my car is completely stripped. Nothing is attached to the battery. You can see my wolf box is gone. My dash cams are no longer connected. Nothing's attached to the battery. Everything is stock. Dodge basically stated that in order for them to service my car and look at the battery and all the electrical issues that I've been having, everything has to be removed. Everything has to be at least disconnected from the battery. So at this point, everything is 100% stock. Now, there are some interesting things that's happening. So let me see if I can, it's raining like crazy. Let me see if I can get it to overcharge. Okay, it didn't do it there. It's so wet outside, I'm scared to really put it down. But as of yesterday, when I was driving it home, it was still overcharging. But interestingly enough, my battery status looks good. My battery status is green. Now that I've disconnected everything from the battery, and it's been green since yesterday. Now, obviously, I can't do race cool down because my car doesn't need to be cooled down. It's already cool. But the battery status, as you can see, is green. But it's still overcharging from time to time. And I can't get a good place to really hit it so I can show you because it's wet as hell outside. But it's still overcharging, and that's why we're taking it to Dodge. Now, interestingly enough, the battery status is green. My headlights did not go out yesterday. So after I disconnected everything from the battery, I was beating on it, trying to get everything to go out like it used to. Battery status was green, and my headlights did not go out. But the car was still overcharging. It was still going to 15.5, 15.6. So it's like it you know, disconnected everything, alleviated two issues, but the main issue of the car still overcharging is still there. And I'm gonna see if I can replicate that in this rainy ass weather on a Saturday. All right, guys, so as you can see, I pulled off on this little auxiliary road, like literally behind me. It's nothing but cones and shit. I'm gonna try to put my foot all the way down on it. Now, mind you, it's raining. I'm not getting any traction, so I am gonna spin. But either way, I'll be putting the power all the way down. So like I said, everything's been disconnected, and thus far, everything looks good. Battery status is green. Last night I was beating on it and I had my headlights on and the headlights was not going off like they used to, but it was still overcharging at like 15.5, 15.6. I let the car sit for 24 hours after taking everything off. Well, not 24 hours, but I let it sit overnight. The battery status looks good. The voltage looks good, 14.1, 14.2. And, you know, I've been trying to accelerate and see if I can get it to spike, and thus far it's not. So let me see if I can get it to spike now. I'm gonna put the pedal all the way down. That's 14.1. Squad, let's try it again. So this is number 2. Voltage looks good, 14.1, 14.2. I'm gonna put my foot all the way down. That bitch is not spiking. All right, guys, this is run number 3. So thus far, this car has been doing exactly what it's supposed to. 14.2, battery status is still green. I don't know what to say. I mean, it's working. I'm gonna put my foot down on it all the way and see if I can hold it a little bit longer and see if I can get it to spike. But we'll see. All right. I don't know what to tell you. My car is completely stock at this point. I mean, it's not stock from a performance perspective, but I mean, I got nothing attached to the battery. All of this stuff is dead. No more wolf box, no dash cams, nothing's attached to it. I don't know. I gotta talk to my man at Tunes Car Stereo, because clearly we got an issue here. See you in a minute. All right, guys, so thus far, everything looks good. I mean, the voltage, as you've seen, has been holding at 14.1, 14.2, which is really good for the battery. Battery status has been green the entire time. It may have been a situation where we just had too much shit on the car. And I didn't realize this, and I didn't tell you guys this, but so check out what Dodge had to say. Let me brighten you up a little bit here. Be careful attaching too much shit to the battery. Note, this is a special note from the technician. Note, vehicle has 5+ cameras, GPS tracker, alarm system, etc. tapped into some factory wiring. I didn't realize I had 5 cameras attached to this car. And now that I think about it, I've got my VFO, which is front, back, and interior. That's 3. And then I got my wolf box, which is a front camera, and it's the rear camera. That's 5. And then I've got my Compustar security system. That's, you know, pulling from the battery as well. So truth be told, guys, I really could have had too much going on with the car, and maybe the car was just overcharging to compensate, because like I said, it only happened when what was that? It only happened when I would put the full load of the pedal on the car. You know what I'm saying? When the car was idling and when it was just driving regularly, it was no issues. I keep forgetting I got a sunroof. I keep thinking I'm in my Scat. But when the car was just idling regularly, you know what I'm saying? I never had any issues. When it was just driving regularly, I never had any issues. But when I put the full weight on it, that's when it overcharged and some stuff started going out. Cams and security systems and all that stuff. Try not to install more than like 3 cameras to your car. Because, yeah, 5+ cameras, GPS tracker, alarm system, all that shit. Or I could do like a separate battery system altogether, like a alternate battery source altogether. I don't know how that would work. But somebody mentioned that. Somebody mentioned to me that you could actually have like a separate battery source that's not pulling from the car, like it's its own battery. Well, maybe I made that up. I don't know. But thus far, guys, the car looks good, man. At this point, I'm going to take it back to my guy, Andrew, and we're just going to go step by step this time. Instead of all the cameras, I'm taking some of the cameras off, keeping the security system, obviously. But I'm taking some of the cameras off. I don't need 5 cameras. Taking some of the cameras off. I'll definitely keep the wolf box. I'll get rid of the VFO, because I read that the VFO is one of the strongest pulling or the heaviest load dash cams out there, because in my case, it comes with 3 cameras. It comes with the interior, the rear, and then the front. All right, squad, so it's nighttime here. Hold on, let me make sure you guys can hear me. It's nighttime here. I'm in my track mode, custom mode. So we saw during the day, everything was pretty much working. The battery voltage was pretty much staying where it was supposed to be. Battery status is green now. It's been green every day since I took everything off. So I'm leaning towards, I was just bogging down my electrical system. I had too much stuff. Believe it or not, I had 5 cameras. I don't know if I said this in the day portion, but according to Dodge, I had 5 cameras attached to my car. And then I had my security system with the GPS tracker on it too. So I had a whole lot of shit on the battery of this car. So based on what Dodge is telling me, I had too much stuff. And after yanking everything out, I mean, the car has been pretty much, you know, functioning how it's supposed to. Now, one thing I did want to test was the headlights going out. So I'm going to do some hard runs here and see if I can get the headlights to go out like they used to. And like I said, the battery status has been green every day since, you know, we took everything off. So, I mean, the battery status is looking good, but we'll see what the headlight situation is. So I'm in my track mode, SRT, all the way down 757. Let's see if we can get the headlights to go off. They didn't go off that time. All right, guys, this is run number 2. So on the first one, the headlights did not go out. They didn't dim. And obviously they didn't go out all the way. So, I mean, they were functioning as they were supposed to. Battery voltage is back to 14.1, 14.0. Battery status is still green. Let's see what we can do. This is run 2. I told you we're going to do 3 of these. And I'm putting my foot all the way down. Headlights are not going off, but it's still spiking. All right, guys, this is run number 3. Battery status still green. Voltage 14.1. It did spike to 15, but then it came right down. Headlights never went out. This is the 3rd and last time. Oh, there's a car up there. Battery's still spiking. Nothing's going out though. It's doing its job. All right, guys, so I know you can't see me. I'm not even gonna bother. But long story short, it just looks like I had too much shit connected to the car. SRT. I didn't know that my car actually came with that until I drove my car at nighttime for the first time. But battery status looks good. SRT pages, everything's green. Apparently, I just had too much stuff attached to the battery. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm definitely getting rid of the dash cams. Well, at least I'm only gonna have one instead of two. Well, one dash cam instead of fucking 5, or one dash cam instead of 2, and it'll just have 2 cameras instead of 5 is what I mean. And then I'm gonna put the Compustar back on, Compustar security system back on, and we'll go from there. But it looks like I was just overloading the system, and as a result of, you know, putting the pedal all the way down and then having to power all of those systems, I guess, you know, it was raising the voltage to try to compensate. And long story short, it was just shorting out everything. But thus far, headlights work. Everything's green. Voltage, I don't know why this thing keeps spiking up to 15.6. But I guess that's, maybe my car has always done that. The only time I started checking the voltage was when my headlights started going out, and that's when I noticed it. So maybe my car has always done that since I had it, and I just noticed it when the headlights are going out. So that may actually be normal. I don't know. You guys tell me. Is that normal? Because it's still spiking, but everything's working. So I don't know. Talk to your boy. But as always, it's been your boy Knockout 360, man. The car looks in good shape at this point, and we're just going to take it slow. See you guys in the next one, man. Peace.